What's going on, guys? Another beautiful day in paradise, that is Pennsylvania. Today I'm going to put a few more parts back in the car. I'll probably have to do this in multiple episodes because I don't have a lot to do today. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. I'm going to put this back in the trunk of the car. I know I've mentioned to you guys before, if anyone's new here, it's the trunk piece that goes in the back. I'll actually show you how exactly it goes in, maybe kind of demonstrate. I've had a few people ask me about it, and I'd like to kind of demonstrate how it actually goes in the car or show you guys. It's what physically covers all of this stuff. It'll actually fit over top of this, which is kind of nice. Is that on there? Yeah, that's not going anywhere. That's why the lid for that wasn't on. That makes sense. Physically goes over this. What you have to do though, oh, look at these rear folding seats though. Hold on, there we go. My short ass can barely get over top of the car right now with the way it's sitting, but this thing is one solid piece. You can kind of see the fade there on and a little bit of marks from where the strut bar, which we'll have to put that back on also. This goes on as one solid piece. I'm gonna have to sit the camera down for a skosh, so hold on. So what happens here, guys, is this actually gets picked up and sits down in like this. Start from the back and feed it in. You're probably gonna think this is crazy, but this material is meant to bend, so I take it, flex it, and there it goes. That's it. Ta-da. Simple as that. Well, lift up the back a little bit. Ta-da. One solid piece. So for the people that are asking about it, I still would like to sell this. I'm gonna do something different this time, but this maybe gives a better representation. I've only ever shown it out of the car. I wanted to show what it looks like in the car. Now, obviously, it does fit with the side covers. It does fit with the strut bar also, so if you're running a rear strut bar, I ran this with a Cusco rear strut bar for, good God, 4 years or so. And these plastic covers do fit perfectly, and there's no seam gappage or anything. It literally fits 100%. If you can see back here, it's kind of hard to see. It fits 100%. They curved it with the body panels. There's no big gaps or anything. I was pretty happy with this. This is one thing I get. I know it's stupid because it's in the trunk, but I get a lot of compliments on this, and it's something I thought was a cool design on my behalf. I know it's nothing special per se, but I just thought it was neat because everyone complains about the rear trunk carpet in these getting bad, or you can't find them, and I hate carpet because stuff gets stuck in it, etc. Where this, once I'm done using it, I wipe it off and I'm done. I love anything that's leather covered or plastic. I just think it's easy to take care of, and I'm all about anything that makes my life easier. And I did want to keep the stock sub, even though there's actually no speaker in it right now. I did want to keep the stock sub just in case I want to do like a retrofit almost. I know subs are getting better, speakers are getting better, so you can use a small speaker and fit in an enclosure like that, and no one will know that you have an aftermarket speaker. So that was just an idea I had too. So I'm going to go ahead and put the plastic covers back on, but just wanted to show you guys this representation, and if anyone's still interested in it, please let me know and hit me up. Attack dog. Do you want this? You little shit. Go get it. You're a feisty little shit, aren't you? Aren't you? Arr. She's a brat. Anyways, also wanted to give a big shout out to Dan. He is the one that's going to be sending me the headlights. Just for you, buddy. I think it's over here on the table. Let me go grab it real quick because just for you, I'm obviously drinking a nice Keystone Light, brother, so hold on. I couldn't crush it against my head like a fucking retard. Sorry. I'm not, what's that guy, what's that new guy that does all the jumps and shit? Larry and Tyson, I'm just gonna send it. All right, I'm done now. But yeah, just drinking one for you, bro. Just finished her off and she on now. But I'm not sure what else I need to work on tonight. That's all back in. I got the plastics back in. I'm not sure what else I need to do yet. There's something on my brain right now, and I know I need to do something, but I can't think of it, and it's gonna drive me fucking boinkers. There's not much to talk about in this one, but one thing I really wanted to talk about, and I saw a good video on it from the gentleman, Jeff Evans, who owns Evans Tuning. Kind of a checklist and kind of the bullshit that tuners have to deal with, and vice versa, what customers have to deal with when they have a shit tuner. I just kind of want to touch on that. It is our responsibility at the end of the day as a customer to do our due diligence to make sure the car is set up right and set up correctly. I've gone over my car now, good God, I've probably gone over this thing, not shitting you 10 times, checking for any oil leaks, any boost leaks, any places of a failure. I plan on putting some more miles on it before I go in there. Like I said, he sends you a base map. Test the car. Test the car. Before you have that thing strapped down to a dyno, you're spending $1,000 or whatever it costs to have your car tuned. And then you get there and go, well, this is wrong. We can't do it today. Then you're spending $1,000 again, or if he's cutting you a deal, you know, saying like, all right, I strapped it down, but nothing worked. We'll cut you $250 today, you know, because you're at the end of the day, you're wasting his time and you're wasting your time. Do your due diligence and make sure your car is ready to go for tuning. Don't fuck with the tuner. And it goes the same thing with the tuner. It's his job to do everything. You know, if you drop that car off, it is his job to take care of it. You're not there to fuck with the car. If you're paying him good money, he should be doing everything. It is his responsibility. He's the one setting it up. Now, if something's broken or something's wrong, that's on you. But if you're doing spark plug changes or the oil change, if God forbid we need an oil change mid-tune, I've seen some people do it. I'm going to give oil with my car just in case. I highly doubt they will change the oil, but I'm doing it just in case. It is their responsibility to take care of stuff like that. That's part of the tune. That's part of that whole scenario. I'm sorry, but it's not my responsibility to take care of something like that. I'm there paying you good money. Take care of it. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm here for. So I just want to get back, though, that we need to do our due diligence and make sure the cars are set up correctly. It's just like a perfect example here. I did a boost leak down. I noticed that I had a leak coming from one of the hoses. I replaced the hose and strapped it down tighter. Boom, good to go. I'm going to keep checking it just before I go to tuning. I want to check the manifold, since these manifolds are a two-piece manifold. You have your lower runner and then you have your top runner. The middle runner has a tendency to leak, so I'm always going to do the soap trick there and make sure everything's right. But once again, that's on me to make sure of that. Make sure the spark plugs are gapped properly. I have these gapped to 0.028 or 28 thousandths. That's on me to make sure it's set up originally. Now I got to give him that information. If he has to change spark plugs, he needs to change them. I mean, I'm going to give them to him, but he can change spark plugs. He's a tuner. He should be able to do that. I'm not saying this is nothing against my tuner either. I mean, John has been great this whole time, and it's not saying that he wouldn't do any of this stuff. I'm just kind of stating for you guys that this is the kind of things that I would expect from my tuner, especially if you're paying good money for it. But another thing is, don't go to your tuner and say, oh, okay, well, I don't have much gas, you have it. No, motherfucker, that goes on you. You need to make sure you have a full tank of gas in your car. If you're going to get 85, if you're going to get a race tune of some sort like that, you need to bring 85. It is not the shop's responsibility to bring fuel there. You need to bring fuel, especially if you're running 85 and you know you're going to do it for a while. 2 gallons isn't going to cover. 3 gallons isn't going to cover it. You need to bring 10, 15 gallons. I know that sounds obsessive, but if he's doing it over and over again, has it for a couple days or for a week or so, you're going to need a full tank of gas, and you go through 85 quick, especially when you're tuning and you're doing wide open throttle pulls over and over and over again. That is on you guys. You need to bring that material. You guys need to have that with you. It is not up to the shop to supply that for you. The next thing I think a lot of people forget to check is your clutch. Don't overthrow your clutch. You can actually, well, I guess what's the proper word I'm looking for here? If you need a clutch pedal stop, install one. If you have a twin, triple disc, they're most likely going to need a pedal stop of some sort. You're going to fuck up your clutch, and that could fuck up the tune. Just do your due diligence and take care of that. If you're running a single disc, you're not going to really have to mess with it. But if you do have a twin disc or a triple disc, make sure you have a pedal stop. Make sure it's at the right spot, and make sure you're not screwing with anything, because you don't want that to be a failure on the dyno either. These are just little things that you just need to think about. There's actually stuff out there on the web that you can find. I was looking for my tuner, and it's been out there for years before I even had this car. I remember reading it, your tuning checklist. What you need to do, just small stuff, like I said, spark plugs, oil, check all these things, make sure everything's all right. Compression test, I haven't done that. I just thought about that. I really should do a compression test. I have a compression tester here. I probably really should do that just to be safe. The compression should be good. It's been driving and running fine, but hey, you never know. So I'm going to do a compression test here next. Now I just thought about it. Maybe I'll do a video and show you guys how to properly do that. It's really freaking simple, but some people don't know how to do it. So maybe I'll show you guys how to do that here in another video. But just wanted to touch on this just for a little bit to explain to you guys that is part of your due diligence when you go to see your tuner, whoever it may be. But the last thing I want to touch on, I know I said a little bit here, the tuner needs to be responsible for his own shit. If your car leaves and it's not idling properly, he says, oh man, that's normal, blah, blah, bullshit. Unless you have, I don't actually know bullshit. Unless you have a fucked up car and you give him a fucked up product, if you have all the proper equipment, bullshit. That car should leave there running fine. idling fine. All your accessories that you wanted to work, as long as they're wired properly and everything's there, they should work. If he tells you that's normal, horse shit. There's 4,000 horsepower cars out there, 3,000 horsepower cars running down the streets, fine. Now these are big boy cars, blah, 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 and they don't have AC and stuff. But they're running, they're idling and stuff, and they can drive them. There is no fucking reason that your car should be leaving there running like shit. If you have a 1,000 horsepower Supra, it should idle just fine. Now if you have big cams in it, yes, your idle's gonna have to be bumped up to smooth out the idle so it's not sitting there looping like crazy. But once again, your tuner should know this stuff. He should be taking care of this. Maybe you guys think I'm completely wrong, but this is just my thought process on the whole thing. It goes both ways here. I'm supposed to do my due diligence and he's supposed to do his. So I just kind of want to give you guys my perspective on the whole tuning thing. Like I said, I saw a couple videos on it now. I saw the tuning checklists, and I just think people forget to do this and just drop off the car and go, yeah man, it's your problem. Or vice versa, the tuner goes, and they give it back to you, yeah, that's normal, it just doesn't run right, partial throttle and stuff. Yeah, it's no big deal. Wide open, it's great, man, but just partial, it's no good. Because you know why? Partial throttle is the fucking worst part. Getting a car to drive smooth and easy and tipping correct, that takes a lot of time and experience. Wide open throttle, from every tuner I've ever spoken to, has said that's the easy part. It's getting your car to cruise down the road and not buck and make noise and have the proper air-fuel ratio at certain RPMs, at certain throttle percentages. That's the hard part. So just want to throw you guys, that's just my thought process on it. Please let me know down in the comments. I want to hear your feedback, whether it be harsh and you think I'm an idiot or you agree with me. Please let me know. I'd like to see what you guys have to say below. Well, to do the outro for this one, guys, we're going to look at the Supra engine bay here real quick. You have a 2JZ life. Thank you guys very much as usual. Do me a favor, follow Facebook down below, Pure Function Engineering. Also, my Instagram is purefunction_. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later.